Good afternoon. I'm 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory here with your afternoon update. And this is a live look from the Evansville riverfront camera there. And you can see it's still rather cloudy out. We haven't quite seen those clouds clear out the way we had hoped we would this afternoon, but we're still getting a few peaks of sunshine out there. And there is a very gentle breeze, but overall a fairly quiet and pleasant day, although it does look a little gloomy out there. It feels fairly nice. The rain that came through this morning has moved out, and I do still think we'll see a few peaks of sun as we go through the afternoon. We do have more rain on the way Thursday and Friday, but then warmer and drier weather takes over as we get into the weekend and into the start of next week. It'll actually start to feel a little bit more like summer out there as we kick off the month of June. Let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. This is satellite and radar. The radar part is clear. All of the rain has pushed off to the east-southeast. While we did have some rain last night into this morning, we seem to be dry across the tri-state right now, but those stubborn clouds are still hanging around out there. The models were depicting a lot more sunshine this afternoon than what we've actually seen. This is an example right now. This is what the model is even currently depicting that 2:30 in the afternoon would look like, showing a lot clearer skies overhead, and that's just not what's happening. So keep in mind, we may have more clouds than what this is depicting through the rest of this afternoon and evening, overnight and into Thursday. But I do think we're probably done with the rain for today. I wouldn't rule out a stray shower, but it seems unlikely. We'll probably stay dry through the rest of the day today, overnight and into Thursday morning. Thursday, again, we may get a few peaks of sun, but as we've already seen, the model's not getting a really good handle on these clouds. So not sure how much sunshine we'll see on Thursday, but any sun we see will probably be in the morning, because by the afternoon those clouds just really take over. But despite the clouds, I actually think most of the day on Thursday will probably be dry. The rain starts to come in from the west Thursday evening, probably after 7 or maybe even 8 p.m. This rain starts to come in from the west. Then we're talking scattered showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms Thursday evening and into the overnight hours. And that rain carries over into early Friday morning as well. Now, some of the models take this rain out of here pretty early in the day Friday. Others have it sticking around a little longer. This particular model keeps a chance of rain in the forecast on through about lunchtime on Friday, and then really starts to clear it out as we go through Friday afternoon and evening. Then it looks like we'll be mostly sunny by Saturday. Now, along with the rain we're expecting Thursday into Friday, it is possible we could get a few thunderstorms. Today, no rain, obviously no thunderstorms, but Thursday and Friday. Thursday, we're all outlined in this brown color here with an area of green off to our southwest down around Paducah and stretching into the boot heel of Missouri. That's a level 1 risk for severe weather down there. But here at home, we're all highlighted in that brown color on Thursday as well as on Friday. That brown shade is a general thunderstorm risk. So what that means is we may get, a pocket of heavy rain, a few rumbles of thunder, just kind of your general garden variety thunderstorms, but severe weather is not expected. So unless you have outdoor plans, Thursday evening through Friday morning, I don't see that having a big impact on you. But if you do have outdoor plans, Thursday evening, Thursday night, or through the first half of the day Friday, just know you may get caught under some rain, and there may even be at times some thunder and lightning. And lightning obviously is very dangerous if you are outdoors. So really only impacts anyone with outdoor plans during that window of time. Other than that, just know we may get some rain, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder, but severe weather not expected this time around. As for our temperatures, we're sitting in the low to mid 70s right now, 74 in Oakland City, Evansville, Owensboro, and Madisonville. I do still think we'll tack on a couple more degrees, climb a little farther into the mid 70s. We may even hit the upper 70s if we can get a little more sunshine in here, but like I said, those clouds have turned out to be a little more stubborn than we initially thought they would be. As we get into the evening hours and start to approach sunset, those temperatures drop back through the 70s and then through the 60s this evening and into the overnight hours. By the end of the night, under partly cloudy and calm conditions, our temperatures will dip into the upper 50s to right around 60, which is not too far off from the average for this time of year. And then tomorrow, maybe a little sunshine in the morning, clouding up in the afternoon. Then we have that chance of scattered rain and maybe even a few thunderstorms from Thursday evening into the overnight hours Thursday night. But despite that, I actually think tomorrow will be a little bit warmer than today, with highs climbing into the upper 70s. And if we get a little more sunshine, maybe even 80, but I think that might be a stretch. Most of us will probably top out somewhere in the upper 70s Thursday afternoon. If you need to get your grass mowed, like I said, I think we're probably done with the rain for today. So even though it looks a little gloomy out there, not a bad day to get that done. And tomorrow, that rain probably won't roll in until the evening hours. So as long as you're mowing during the day, I think tomorrow looks okay as well. Friday is when things start to get a little bit iffy. Friday, that chance of rain is during the first half of the day. Even though we'll dry things out in the afternoon and evening hours, I'm afraid the grass may still be kind of wet. So a little iffy on whether or not you could mow on Friday, but by Saturday, mostly sunny skies take over once again. There is a very isolated chance of rain both Saturday and Sunday, but in general, the weekend is trending mostly dry. A quick check of the comments. I'm not seeing any questions yet this afternoon, but good afternoon to Emma and Karen and Rose. Thank you all for watching, and please let me know if you do have any questions along the way. Check of our temperatures so far this month, we have been all over the place. We've had highs in the 50s. We've had highs of 89. We fell just 1 degree short of hitting 90 back on the 15th. But here recently, it's been a lot of 60s and 70s. We've been running a little cooler than average for the past week or so. We have had some heavy rain and thunderstorms throughout the course of this month. Most notably, our last round of heavy rain was last Tuesday. We did have some light scattered showers over Memorial Day weekend, but really it ended up being a little drier than we were afraid it would be. We did have some light scattered rain out there this morning. The Evansville Regional Airport picked up around 2/10 of an inch of rain there, bringing our monthly total to just short of 5 1/4 inches there, which is a ½ inch more than you would expect for the month of May, so not too far off from normal. May is a month of the year where we do tend to get some heavy rain and thunderstorms. It's one of our most active severe weather months on average. As for the year, we're running a surplus of nearly 5 1/2 inches of rain. We've had a lot of snow back in January, then we had flooding in February and again in April. So just in general, it's been a very wet and a very active year so far. As for our temperatures, even though we've had some very warm days and some very cool days, the cool days are ever so slightly winning out, and our temperatures are running on average about 1 degree cooler than you would expect for the month of May. Taking a look back at this date in weather history, going all the way back to 1911, May 28th, 1911, Evansville was experiencing a heat wave. For the last 4 days in 1911, we had record high temperatures set. So we were setting new records every day for 4 days in a row back in 1911. The record high temperature on this date was 98 degrees, but the previous days we had highs anywhere from 94 to 98 over that 4-day period. So we were dealing with some serious heat on this date back in 1911. Nothing like that out there right now. Like I said, most of us are sitting somewhere in the low to mid 70s, and we'll only climb a couple more degrees this afternoon. Tomorrow we climb up into the upper 70s to near 80, which is pretty close to normal for this time of year. Typically, our highs are in the lower 80s at this time. The rain Thursday night into Friday morning does cool us off a bit. I think our highs will only reach the low to mid 70s on Friday, but then we warm right back up. Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny, highs in the lower 80s, right where we should be for this time of year. So Saturday and Sunday looking at like a very typical end to May, start to June there. It is possible we could get a few showers popping up Saturday afternoon and evening, then again Sunday afternoon and evening, but it's an isolated chance. I think many of us will stay dry, and in general, the weekend looks mostly sunny. As we get deeper into the summer months, though, that'll become a very common trend where we have these pop-up showers possible in the afternoon. A handful of unlucky folks get rain, and the rest of us stay dry and mostly sunny. As we get into next week, the warming trend continues. Highs in the mid 80s on Monday, and then mid to even upper 80s by the middle of next week, with no major rainfall in the forecast there. Looking beyond that, from Thursday, June 5th up through June 11th, we continue to see a trend towards slightly above average temperatures. And as for our precipitation, we trend slightly above average there as well. So we see this trend toward warmer temperatures by the middle of next week, but notice we stay fairly dry as we get toward the end of next week and maybe even the start of the following week. It seems like the warmer temperatures may be hanging around, but we may see rain chances creeping back into the forecast. And again, that's not a specific forecast for any given day there, just kind of the general trend of where our weather seems to be leaning. Good afternoon to Rose Clark in Wayne City. Thank you so much for chiming in for a second time there, Rose. Again, I'm not seeing any questions. This forecast is fairly straightforward. Again, we've got some scattered rain chances Thursday evening, overnight, and into the first half of the day on Friday. Temperatures upper 70s tomorrow, a little cooler behind that rain on Friday, low to mid 70s. But then as the sunshine returns, we start to warm things back up. Lower 80s over the weekend, mid to then even upper 80s as we get into next week. We may catch a stray shower at some point in the afternoon or evening, Saturday and Sunday, but both days the rain chances seem pretty spotty. So I think many of us may stay dry and even mostly sunny and warmer through the weekend as well. I know a lot of the pools and splash pads and whatnot opened over Memorial Day weekend, but it hasn't really been warm enough to enjoy them very much. So it looks like we'll finally start to warm into those 80s, more sort of typical early summer weather, and be able to enjoy those more typical summertime activities as we get into next week. All right, still not seeing any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Jeff Lyons will be back with your 14 First Alert weather show, as he always is, at 9 o'clock tonight on all of our streaming platforms. So however you're watching me right now, you can watch Jeff tonight at 9. He'll have an updated look at your forecast and can answer any questions you may have then. So I hope you'll join Jeff tonight at 9. With that, I'll go ahead and wrap things up, and I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday.